Hello, and welcome again to Devardi Glass. Today we're going to be demonstrating exactly how to begin melting your rods in order to make a bead. Keep in mind that with Devardi glass, you need to use a lower flame than what you may be used to. As you can see, the flame on the torch is only about 2.5 to 3 inches. And we're working in the upper tip of the flame. Wave the rod in and out several times until you begin to see the rod change color at the tip. And then just take the end of the rod and touch the outer portions of the flame until you see it begin to melt. Once it begins to melt, you can slowly move the rod into the flame. This will avoid any shockiness and a host of other problems. This particular color is opaque salmon. Beautiful color. We'll be using 3 or 4 rods of various colors today, all in demonstration of how to get your rod started without causing shockiness. The next rod we'll be using is a bicolor rod that has a white core and an emerald green surface glass. This is about a 1/2 inch rod, so watch closely as we slowly and carefully heat it in the flame. The biggest mistake beginners make with Devardi glass, same mistake I made and Natasha, is that we want to put that rod right into the large flame that we've always been used to. You can't do that with Devardi glass. Devardi glass is made to melt at a lower temperature. You can see how we just put the glass in the tip of the flame, and once it starts changing color, just ride the edge of the rod in the surface of the flame. Once it begins to turn red and melt, then you can slowly move that rod into the flame, and there is no shockiness. Just takes a little time, a little more than you may be used to. And by the way, these giant rods are great for putting glass on fast. I'll be showing you the beads at the end of the video, but we have to cut everything a little short because YouTube only allows a 10-minute video. So our final bead display will be at the end. By the way, these bicolor rods make some fabulous looking beads, either as a base color or just as a set of beads. And as you can see, what we do is just wait for that glass to begin to slump at the end of the rod. Once it starts slumping and forming its own little ball, it's ready to apply. Not the best photography in the world here, folks, but the point here of this video is just showing how to properly heat these rods. You can see we don't preheat them. Some people like to preheat them. I suppose that helps. Just keep your torch flame about 2.5 inches and wave that rod in the end. No preheating is really necessary, even in the wintertime for you folks who work out in the garage. Just take it to the tip of the flame, wave it back and forth. You can see the rod begin to change color. Now this is the semi-opaque mango, which is real easy to see when it begins to heat up because it turns red in the flame. Once it turns that red, just move that rod right to the edge of the flame until it begins to melt. Then you can slowly move that rod right into the flame. Just takes a little bit longer for this glass to begin to melt. Now I've started out with a real thin rod of salmon, of the opaque salmon, and I'm trying to use a variety of thicknesses. Some people say they have a little problem with the thick rods, some say they have a problem with the thin rods. But you know, if you just take it slow in a low flame, it doesn't really matter. Thicker rods tend to take a little bit longer to heat, so just take your time a little bit longer with that, and you won't have any shockiness. Now with our next rod, after we're done here with the semi-opaque mango, I'm going to be showing you a rod that, there it is there, the dark rose with a gold luster in the glass. And this is a rod holder that we make here and we have available for sale on our website. Now this dark rose with the gold luster, not yet available for sale, but will be soon. This is a custom glass that the factory is producing. It sent us a few samples. Absolutely beautiful. Wait till you see this glass. Makes beads just sparkle like nothing else. Well, that's about it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support and your business. You've all just been absolutely wonderful and we really appreciate you. Natasha sends her best. Thanks again.